Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. It is Racing in the MF building today, guys. This is actually a very unexpected video. It is 12 a.m. right now. It's literally midnight. I got home. I was literally going upstairs. I was about to go shower because I still haven't showered and then go to sleep. But something in my heart just told me to make this video. Plus, I feel like I have the energy to make this video right now. I feel great. I feel like life is good. Today, it is currently Monday. I just posted the selling out the tacos video right now, and I am supposed to post 2 more videos this week, but this video may come out before the other 2 videos that I am posting this week. I'm not too sure, guys, but I do want to do this video, and this is going to be more of a serious type of video. This is not going to be me trying to be funny or joking or trying to be like overly entertaining. This is basically just going to be a raw video of me giving you guys advice that took me out of a rut, because literally 2 weeks ago, man. 2 weeks ago, not even long ago. Let me tell you guys the exact date it is right now. I'm using my phone as flash, so if the lighting's ass, it's because of that. All right, so today is January 21st. As you guys know, I didn't post for 3 weeks this month, and you guys may think like, oh, I'm just lazy. Yeah, just that I'm lazy, that I don't want to work, whatever. But guys, I mean, I do go through a lot of stuff, you feel me? I was at the lowest of the low. And this is not me trying to explain myself. This is more like I already got out of that. I feel great. I feel the best that I ever have in my life. But I do, go through depression a lot. I do suffer with anxiety a lot. And I want to tell you guys how to be able to get out of that, because I feel like I was finally able to get out. And this is actually the best that I ever felt in my life. Guys, I posted 13 videos last month. I grinded, and even in that month that I grinded the most that I ever did, even in that month that I tried the hardest to fight depression, fight anxiety, I was still constantly feeling depressed, still constantly feeling anxious. Every single day I was waking up around 2 p.m. and I was still filming for you guys. I was trying my hardest to keep filming. And I was hoping that that would get me out of the depression that I was in. And it didn't work. It really sadly didn't. That was just basically me trying to fight through depression, thinking that if I just got up and kept going, I wouldn't, feel those effects. And I did feel them throughout the whole month, but it's okay. I've gotten out of it. I feel great now. And if you want to, know how to better yourself, know how to feel more energetic, feel more confident, then this is a video for you. If you just want something that's entertainment, well, I will be posting 2 more videos this week, so stay tuned for those. They're Mexico vlogs. They're hella funny. But let's get right into the video. I'm not gonna lie, guys. This depression, first of all, it lasted for about a couple months. I was constantly waking up at 2 p.m. I tried everything. When I tell you everything, I literally tried everything to get out of that depression, to get out of that habit of waking up late. But I just couldn't, because simply I like sleeping better than waking up and being alive, because I just wasn't appreciating life as much. I was appreciating the dreams that I was having while sleeping more than life itself. And I tried everything. As you guys see, there's a calendar in my room. I got that calendar initially to do a 30-day challenge of waking up early. I failed at day 2. That's how down bad I was. I failed at day 2. After, I kept trying and it didn't work, I changed it to minimize your thinking, because that's a quote I read in a book, and that quote changed my life. I'm not gonna lie. I realized that thoughts in general, thinking is just bad. It's just bad. You will feel and I will explain that further, and I'll explain that once we get further. But yeah, I literally tried everything. Paulo would wake me up early at times, and I couldn't get myself to get up. He would wake me up. As soon as he got out the room, I would literally just go back to sleep. I don't know what it was, but, well, now I know that it was depression, but I just couldn't get myself out of this rut for months and months. And I knew that I wasn't in a good stage of my life, but regardless, even though I kept trying to get out of it, I just couldn't. I just didn't know what the solution was. But now, I feel like I found the solution, and that's basically what I'm trying to show you guys. By the way, this video might be all over the place, because, this is just my thoughts being put into a video. I don't have a list written down of the points that I want to hit, but I do know what I want to tell you guys, and that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so when the year started, I was already done with trying to do the 15 days of vlogging. And I actually didn't finish that. I got too overwhelmed towards the end, and then, bro, depression just kept hitting. And then, to be honest with you guys, I just gave into it. For 2 weeks after that, I was just waking up late, sleeping in, eating bad. Honestly, I just gave in. I knew that depression was creeping up, and towards the end, I kind of just stopped fighting it. I just gave in. Let me now tell you guys how I started to get out of that rut and how I got to the point where I am today, because this is honestly the best that I've ever felt in my life. And if I'm feeling this right now, I want you guys to feel that way too, because I have been through this so many times and I hate it. It almost seems impossible to get out of it at times, and it's possible. It's possible to get out. You will feel better. Trust me. Just follow along with me, and I hope this helps somebody out there. If this could help out at least one person out there, I will be so happy. But okay, around, I believe 2 weeks ago, around New Year's, we did a vision board video for Yeto, right? And in this vision board, everybody wrote down their visions, and I was in that video as well. I was a little more quiet than often just because I simply been feeling super anxious lately. In that video, I just saw how driven everybody was. I saw how outgoing everybody was, how funny everybody was. And not only that, after that video, I have seen how people been putting in work. I've seen how Pablo has been driven, Yeto has been driven, Santi has been driven, and these guys are constantly grinding. And I've been knowing at this point for a while that I'm kind of depressed and I'm slacking because I think I hadn't posted for 2 weeks at that time, which I know I could do better, but I just couldn't find that confidence in myself to want to do these videos. Keep in mind, guys, when you're depressed, your self-esteem is low, your confidence is low, you're constantly anxious. So I wasn't feeling confident. I wasn't even talking much in the videos, and I felt like I couldn't even do content myself because my self-esteem was super low at that time. After a few days went by and I seen all the guys are constantly grinding, filming, I'm just kind of thinking like, what am I doing with my life? I had that self-reflection, like, what am I doing with my life? I can't stay behind. I need to, keep up. I need to get to work. I need to find a solution to get myself out of this. And I remember doing a prayer because, trust me, guys, God is good. God is great. I did one prayer, guys, one prayer. I told God, please, God, give me wisdom. Please get me out of this rut that I'm in. Give me the confidence that I know that I have in me. Please, God, just help me out and guide me back to the person that I was when I was my highest. Yeah, it's basically what I said. I asked God to take me back to my highest point. From there, things changed, but it wasn't only because of that prayer. It was because I started putting in work towards that afterwards too, and I will tell you guys what I did. All right, guys, so I have a couple notes right here in my phone, so if the lighting is bad right now, it's because I have my phone in my hand, but this is the things that I wanted to hit because I know they're the most important. First of all, set a goal for yourself to build discipline. So I did this towards the beginning of the year. I knew that my discipline wasn't the best. I would always set a goal and I never go through with it. For example, I told you guys I would post 15 videos last month. I ended up posting 13. That's just because I'm not disciplined enough. I'm gonna admit it, I'm not disciplined enough. And I wanted to build that. So a goal that I set for myself was doing a 30-day push-up challenge. Every day for 30 days, I will do 100 push-ups. I will do 100 push-ups. Even if I want to go or I don't, I am going to go. And that's something that has helped me build my discipline a lot. Currently, I'm on day 25. I have not skipped a single day. And it shows me that even when there's days when I don't want to do something, I still got to do them. And then that's going to build a discipline. Same thing with waking up early. If I don't want to wake up early, don't focus on your feelings, but focus on your goal. And the more that I kept waking up early, even though I hated it so much, I kept waking up at 9, at 9, at 9, at 9. And it just helped me build that discipline that I needed so much. I'm currently only 20-some days in, but just that tiny little change that I made has helped me. Trust me, guys, set a goal for yourself that will help you build discipline, and that's going to make a big change in your life. That's going to teach you to just keep going, even when there's days that feel hard. Even when there's days that you feel like you don't want to do something, you just got to keep going. Second of all, I know how important the mind is, and I saw this video that said, so I forgot to play the clip in that moment, but right now I will show you guys the video that I am talking about. I'm not going to play the raw clip because I don't know if it will get copyright, but I will show you right now. If you want to skip this part, I will provide a timestamp to where you can skip to, but I feel like this clip really helped me out, so watch it if you'd like.
Step 1. Quiet the noise and trust your inner wisdom. Let's start with something that's killing your potential: noise. Think about your daily life. Every second, you're bombarded with opinions. Social media tells you who to be. Advertisements tell you what to want. Even your friends and family, with the best intentions, push their expectations onto you. And because of all this noise, you lose touch with the most important voice: your own. This was me a few years ago. I'd spend hours scrolling Instagram or watching YouTube, comparing myself to people who seemed like they had it all figured out. Instead of feeling inspired, I felt paralyzed. Like no matter what I did, I'd never measure up. Here's what changed. I started carving out non-negotiable time for myself every day. No phone, no distractions. Just me and my thoughts. At first it felt uncomfortable, almost like I didn't trust myself to think deeply. But over time, I started asking myself the right questions. What do I really want in life? What am I doing because I love it? And what am I doing just to impress others? The answers weren't always easy, but they were clear. For the first time, I had direction. And here's what happens when you quiet the noise. You stop following trends and you start building your life. Clarity isn't just about knowing what you want. It's about having the confidence to chase it without caring what others think. Here's your challenge. Tomorrow, block out 1 hour. No phone, no input, just you, a journal, and some honest questions. I promise, this one habit will unlock a level of focus you didn't think was possible.
It goes, take 1 hour out of each day to put your phone to the side and just empty your brain out, okay? We are, since we're constantly scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and we're constantly in our heads and we're just thinking, we forget to focus. And then that's one of the main things that builds a lot of anxiety. Thoughts build anxiety. So what I did was I knew that I wouldn't be able to go an hour without my phone and do nothing. So what I did is I did something around that, but it's almost the same thing. I work out every single day, Monday through Saturday. And every time towards the end of my workout, I'll take 15 to 20 minutes to go to the sauna. I don't listen to music. I don't get on my phone. It's literally just me sitting there and me trying to clear my mind, me focusing on the things that I want to accomplish for this year, and just me resetting my dopamine levels. If you don't know what that is basically if you're scrolling along on TikTok, your dopamine is hitting an all-time high that it just makes a lot of other things seem boring. And so what that does for me is it helps me find more peace in not having my phone with me, find more peace in just being there without doing anything. And now when I sit alone without doing anything, I don't think about my phone. I don't think about the music I could be listening to. I just sit there, try to focus, and it helps out a lot. So that's another thing that helps, trying to clear your mind to build a focus. Trust me, guys, because a lot of us are not focused. We have so many thoughts going on throughout the day, and focus is very important. Third thing that's gonna help out a lot, and I solely, besides, asking God for help, I solely believe that this is one of the most important things. This has helped me so much. I cannot express how much this has helped me. And by the way, Jacob gave me this advice, and thank you, Jacob, because you saved my life, bro. It's because of you that I feel so much better, so much more confident, more energetic. I cannot express how just like mentally tired I felt every single day. I did not want to do anything. I was not able to do anything. It sucked. Sorry, man. I'm just getting passionate about it because it's true, man. This has changed my life a lot. But my brother would always tell me this quote, bro. And he wasn't telling me to do this, but he would say that's something that he lives by. He tells me, I rather create rather than consume. What does this mean? I rather create, I rather film my videos, I rather do my content, I rather live my life than consume. Consume means like scrolling through TikTok all day, consuming content, being addicted to Instagram, being addicted to TikTok, just being addicted to being on your phone and scrolling. And it's so crazy how I didn't realize how much this was draining my energy, because I could sit in bed for hours just scrolling on TikTok. I would literally, before I would go to bed, I would feel like I had to check Instagram. I felt like I had to check TikTok. I felt like I had to check my YouTube studio. I just felt like in order to sleep good, I had to go through every single app, clear my notifications, and then I will be able to sleep good. That's how rotten my brain got, and it's crazy. Let me show you guys lately, because it's so insane how this has changed my life, and I'm so glad that I stuck to this. Let me show you guys my screen time. So my screen time, now that I have, tried to pursue this even more, I've only been doing this for 2 weeks, guys. 2 weeks, and I felt so much better than ever before. Look, this is my screen time now. I don't know if you can see it, but my daily average now is 2 hours, 48 minutes. Okay, last Monday or last week, my screen time was at 1 hour, 43 minutes. Tuesday, 2 hours, 58 minutes. Wednesday, 3 hours, 2 minutes. Thursday, 2 hours, 49 minutes. And guys, to show you a comparison, the few weeks before that, this was my screen time. My screen time on a Sunday, look at this, 13 hours, 12 minutes. YouTube, 4 hours. Kick, 3 hours. TikTok, 2 hours. Monday, 8 hours. Tuesday, 8 hours. When I tell you that I was so stuck and glued to this phone, I'm telling you, like, I was literally like, it was an addiction. The thing is, when you're so consumed by your phone, it raises your dopamine levels that the only satisfaction you get is from scrolling, that whenever you do a lot of other things, the only thing it does is you're just not fazed by it. It makes you feel more bored than normal because you're just having more fun laying down, scrolling all day on TikTok, and everything else just seems so dull. I don't know if I make sense by that, guys, but for example, before I attempted to break out of this addiction, I wouldn't find joy in anything. I know you guys have seen us film crazy content. We've done crazy things throughout the years. And even though we were doing those crazy things, I wasn't finding much joy, or I wasn't really fazed by those things, just because simply I was getting my dopamine from scrolling on TikTok. I would much rather be home scrolling all day than going to the zoo, having a house party, doing all these crazy things that we were doing, having a bouncy house in our house. I was finding more joy being on TikTok than doing all these things. And that's literally how social media can affect you. Being so addicted to your phone, being so addicted to scrolling, it could raise those dopamine levels, and you just find everything else so boring. Now, guys, I know a lot of y'all may think like, oh, that's impossible. I don't think I could live life without scrolling on TikTok, without scrolling on Reels. Trust me, guys, it wasn't easy in the beginning. I won't lie to you. But the more you do this, it will change your life. It will change your life. Because now I went to Mexico. Even in Mexico, I was only using my phone for 2 hours. Even though my signal was good, I could have used my phone throughout the day if I wanted to. I was only using my phone for 2 hours a day, and I was finding so much joy in every single thing that was happening. Little things such as spending time with Santi's family, just being gathered up, talking to everybody. I was finding so much joy in that. For some reason, ever since I stopped scrolling, I found more confidence in myself with talking to people. I found more joy in talking to people. And let me tell you, this is coming from somebody that used to get anxious being around people. I would have social anxiety. Just socializing with people in general, it will make me nervous. It will make me anxious. If I had a conversation with somebody, I would overthink what I would say. If I had a conversation with somebody, I would think about what I said afterwards, and then I would think and think and think so much to where I just rather not socialize. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys too. When I would film a video too, I would be anxious building up towards that video. If I would film for Yero, Santi, Paulo, I would feel anxious going towards filming that video. I wasn't finding much joy in filming for them because of how anxious I was feeling. But now I'm literally telling Yero, bro, we gotta film tomorrow. It's literally like it's hailing right now outside. It's gonna be freezing tomorrow. I'm currently telling Yero, please, bro, we gotta film like a hot chocolate video tomorrow that you've been wanting to do. Let's film it. Paulo, let's film. Santi, let's film for you. I find joy in filming now. I find joy in doing things that I've never found joy in doing before, simply because I was anxious. I was scared. I was scared of what people would think. I'm not gonna lie, because I would spend time reading comments and those things would stick to my head. I was scared of posting content because I would see my friends' content and I would compare their content to mine. I would constantly think their content is so much better than me. And now it's like, bro, Paulo is pumping out sick content, bro, and I'm proud of him, bro. He's doing his thing. He's literally great. Yero's doing the same. Santi's doing the same. And now I'm doing the same. We're all great in our own single ways. And I mean, you've heard this before. Comparison is the thief of joy. And I feel like social media enhances that a lot because it shows you a lot of cool pictures, a lot of cool lifestyles that people are living. Trust me, guys, just don't compare yourselves. We all have our own stories. Y'all have your own lives, and God has a purpose for you. God has a purpose for you, and just focus on yourself. Trust me, clear your mind, just focus. I don't care if this affects my views on TikTok or Instagram, but try to break out of that addiction of scrolling so much throughout your day. Find more joy in doing things rather than sitting there just scrolling through a page. And it's gonna change your life. If I'm being honest, I feel like mainly that's what changed my life. God, not using my phone as much. And the third one I'm about to tell you. My third one, and you guys seen it on my calendar, is minimize your thinking. A couple months ago in March of last year or May, one of those 2 months, but when I had my best month on YouTube, and I've mentioned this before, it was because I read this book. This book, guys, is called Don't Believe Everything You Think. Okay, so basically what this book is about is it tells you that thinking is a thief of joy. Basically, think about it this way, right? Those times where you felt the most joy, the most peace, the most love, if you think about it, are those times that you were not in your head, that you were not thinking, when you were just living in the moment. The times that you've ever felt, think back to a time where you felt the most joy, where you felt happy, where you felt excited, and just try to think if any thoughts were going through your head at that time. More than likely, you were living in the moment, you were having fun, and it wasn't until after that you realized like, oh, I'm happy, I'm excited. And now another example that I will give you guys is think back to a time where you felt the most stressed, the most anxious, the most depressed. Most of those times are linked to overthinking, because just thinking in general, it builds anxiety. Thinking in general can fatigue your brain, make you feel tired. Thinking in general is not good, and I don't know how to explain it, honestly. I feel like I'm blanking out a little bit right now, but let me just read you guys this quote. If you want, it's okay, you can skip over this part, but this book and this paragraph, I feel like it really changed my life, and it helped me put things into perspective. So here's what it says. It is not the content of our thinking that causes us stress, but that we are thinking, period. The amount of thinking we have going on is directly correlated to the magnitude of stress and negative emotions we are experiencing at any given moment. When you're experiencing a lot of frustration, stress, anxiety, or any negative emotions, just know that it is because you are thinking, and the intensity of those emotions is directly correlated to how much thinking is going on. Therefore, it's not what we are thinking about that is causing us suffering, but that we are thinking. To summarize, we do not have to try to think positive to experience love, joy, bliss, and any positive emotions we want, because it is our natural state to feel those emotions. The only times we don't naturally feel these emotions is when we begin thinking about the thoughts we are having, thus blocking the direct connection to infinite intelligence, and we feel stressed, anxious, depressed, and fearful. It is not about the content of our thinking, but that we are thinking, which is the root cause of our suffering. The intensity of the negative emotions is directly correlated to the amount of thinking we have going on in the present. The less thinking we have, the more space we create for positive emotions to naturally surface. I have lived by this for a couple months, and I always do try to remind myself about this quote to minimize your thinking and realize that your thoughts do not have to be entertained. But obviously, even though I knew that in my head, it was impossible to stop my thinking because I was constantly scrolling every single day, building a lot of thoughts in my head. I was stressing about a lot of things that inevitably I just couldn't stop thinking about those things. If you guys are curious to know more about this book, it's called Don't Believe Everything You Think. I'm not saying this book will 100% change your life, but I'm saying that for me, when I read it first, it changed my life. That's literally when I had the best month on YouTube. That's literally when I made the most money this year, is because I read this, I applied it into my life, and it helped me out. And also, this book helped me get out of a deep depression that I was in long ago, until I let myself go once again. And I feel like I was rereading this book, trying to help myself. But it wasn't working simply because I thought this was the only thing that would help me with my life. Like I told you guys, breaking out of a scrolling addiction is really helpful. Like I told you, having a goal to build discipline is also good as well. Minimize your thinking. And the most important, in my opinion, prayer. I do think that it is because of God that I was able to find these things to help me out. Because literally, as soon as I prayed for it, it changed my life. It helped me. And I'm telling you guys, it's crazy. Who's calling me at this time, something? What's up, gang?
And whenever you get a chance, can you turn on all the sinks, like leave them dripping?
Every single sink?
Yeah, every single sink. The one in my restroom, the guest restroom, the one in the kitchen.
I told you guys it's freezing out here, man. It's freezing. I'm telling you, man. I'm filming this video mid-hell sesh. Yeah, I got you, bro.
Just try to do it like, I mean, fuck it. I don't know if you want to add it as a clip, but whatever. But we have to do it right now before the water freezes, the pipes freeze.
Yeah, bro. Just give me 5 minutes, or could you call Yeto, please?
All right, let me call Yeto, and then if not, I'll call you back.
All right, man. Appreciate it. All right, guys. So that's been everything for the video. Basically, what I am telling you guys is this is what helped me. I'm not saying this is going to work for everybody, but this is what helped me get out of a rut, and I felt it deep in my heart to put it out there. So hopefully it could help somebody, because I was struggling with a depression for a couple months. I was trying to fight it, and I was, wanting for it to go away. I was wanting to be that confident person that I know I am once again, and nothing was working until I took these steps and I took them into action. Yeah, guys, I hope this could help somebody out there. It's 2025, man. Lock in. I know it feels wrong for me to say that because I hadn't posted for 3 weeks, but it's okay, man. I wasted 2-3 weeks of the year, and it's all good. I'm ready to lock in now. I'm ready to film a lot of content for you guys. I'm not only motivated, but I do feel like I built discipline now to put a lot of work in. And I am telling you guys, I will be posting at least twice a week, and I am planning on keeping that promise this time for real. I'm not wasting my time anymore scrolling on TikTok, scrolling on Instagram. I'm not wasting time in general anymore. Currently, right now, I'm taking all steps that I can to keep filming for you guys. I'm waking up early every day. I'm planning my weeks. I'm using my phone less, so basically I'm creating more than I'm consuming. I'm keeping that consuming to a minimum, man. I'm not telling you guys to completely let go of TikTok, completely let go of Instagram. Just keep it to a bare minimum where you can find more joy in living life and doing things rather than scrolling through your For You page. And yeah, guys, this is basically what worked for me, so I'm really hoping that it works for somebody else out there. And if you're going through it, man, remain strong. It does get better. Trust me, I'm telling you, I was going through it 2 weeks ago. My life has completely taken a 360 in the matter of 2 weeks, because I finally found the strength encouraged to take the steps necessary. Also, before ending this video, man, I have to give a big shout out to Paulo, because this man has forever been trying to help me to get out of this. He's always constantly coming into my room at 9 a.m. trying to help me wake up, trying to help me better myself, because I would always tell him, yo, Paulo, like, I wish I could wake up earlier. I know I could do better, bro, but I'm really struggling right now, and I don't know what I could do to get out of it. This man would hear me out. He would try to help me every single day to wake up early and get going. This guy would always remind me, man, that like it could get better, man, and he would remind me of my potential. And I'm sorry that I'm barely listing this, but also, guys, having a good support system around you, it's always good, man. I know somebody out there could be like, bro, you're 24, you're a grown-ass man, like, handle that yourself. Nah, man, it don't matter what age you're in, a good support system, having good friends, having good people around you, it's always going to help you out in a way. I'm grateful to God that I feel like I have driven people around me. Paulo and Santi are a big motivation. Yero has his ups and downs with me as well. You feel me? We go through it at times, but right now that man is locked in. I can see the fire in his eyes, and it's really motivating, man. By the way, guys, I want to share with you guys one last thing. The book that I mentioned, I feel like it's really important. And also, I watched this video 2 weeks ago, and I feel like this video also helped me really lock in. This is one video that I watched right after I made that prayer, and I do believe that this video helped out a lot. This might sound corny to you guys, but this is literally titled, Give Me 9 Minutes and 2025 Will Be Your Best Year Yet. Hey, man, I was doing rough times. I was like, man, I got 9 minutes to spare. I'd be scrolling all day anyways, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I watched this video. I took the words that it said very serious. I took them to the heart. I have applied them, and it has changed my life like crazy. If you guys are interested in watching that video, I will put it in the description down below so you guys can watch it. Take it how you will, man, but I feel like that really helped out a lot. Anyways, if you made it this far, guys, just because out of curiosity, I want to know if you made it this far, comment this emoji down below. I'm excited to keep pumping out content for you guys. I do believe this is going to be a life-changing year for me. I'm ready to go crazy right now, man. I'm highly not only motivated, I am motivated, but I'm telling you guys, I'm building up my discipline right now, and I'm very excited to keep it going. I'm excited to stay strong for you guys. I'm excited to keep doing what I got to do, and hey, man, CA coming this year. CA coming this year. I'm telling y'all right now, man, when I get that CA clipped, is because CA is coming very soon. I'm about to put in work, and we're going to go crazy. So, like I said, once again, I hope this could help somebody out there, man. We're on the road to 200K, by the way. So, subscribe, like the video, do what you got to do, man. I love you. I love you. I love you. Remember as well, God loves you. Stay strong. There is better days ahead. Trust me, man. If I could do it, you could do it as well. God bless you. We'll see you on the next one.